What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Girl, we just got through looking at Queen Sugar, okay? The season finale of season 4, episode 13. I am, okay? Listen, I am speechless. Okay, girl, not necessarily, but girl, that's the only thing I can think of at this moment. Because listen, they pulled it tonight. They did that shit tonight, girl. Let me tell you something. At first, I was like, where it's going, where it's going, where it's going. Okay, listen. At one point, I was like, listen, it's only 20 minutes left in the show. Now, y'all did all this good shit. We done had a little bit of drama here and there in this episode. Okay, you didn't. I'm thinking it's the climax. Okay, and I'm like, hold up, it's only 8:35. What is this? Okay, we got a whole lot more left. But anyway, let's start from the beginning. And scene. Okay, so the episode starts off with Charlie. You know, she comes into the kitchen. We got Micah over there, you know, cooking, making a little sandwich or whatever. And she was like, "What was this?" Anyway, so she was up in there cooking a sandwich or whatever. He was like, "Mama, you want some?" He was like, "Here you go." You know, he a little scared or whatever. Micah got this permanent scared look on his face all the time. All the time. Like he don't know if he be stuck in between emotions, okay? He don't know if he's scared, if he gonna cry, if he gonna laugh. Sometimes I be like, "Boy, what's going on? Let the tears flow if you gonna let them flow. Let your voice shake if you're gonna let it shake. Like, smile if you're gonna smile." Okay? But at this point, you know, he apologizes to Charlie for coming at her the way that he did with the news about him not going to Harvard. Now, see, I was having this discussion in the comments, and it was like, you know, the only reason why we all agree that he should have told her prior to this party. He picked the wrong moment, okay? You know, he had every right to say where he wanted to go and all this stuff, but he should have told her in private. You know how your mama is, all right? And people, this one particular person was trying to convince me or others, I don't know, whatever, was just saying that we all know that the reason why he stayed in New Orleans and going to Xavier was so that he could be with Kiki. Kiki had no idea about that. Now, if you would have listened to the conversation that he was having with her when they went to the art thing, he damn near was okay with if they was would happen to break up because of the long distance of being in college and all that stuff. That's basically what he was trying to say a little bit. I said Michael because it caught me off guard a little bit, you know, because he the one that brought it up. But also, we should have known that he would have been moving forward more towards the HBCU, would have done that path, because look at the way that he has been moving throughout the whole season and the season before that. He's getting to know himself. He's getting to be aware of his community. He's beginning to become aware of forces and things that he was not shown privy to when he was living in California, when he was living a sheltered life. Now his life is still sheltered, but it's not so much sheltered because he's gone through the discrimination. He's gone through the racism. He's gone through all this stuff, and he sees how it is. He's had a friend that went through the bullshit. You know, he's so woke, as they say. He's Nova Jr., okay? He's been Nova Jr. ever since he came down there to Louisiana, all right? So at this point, it only makes sense for him to stay in Louisiana and go to a HBCU, or just to go to a HBCU period, just like Nova did, because he's literally following in her footsteps of political activism for the African American community, for the community that has grown to know and that he's getting to know more of. So I was not surprised when he left, or when he said he wasn't going to go to Harvard. If he would have went to Harvard, he would have been following his mother's dream. Okay, like he already said with the kids, you know, he would have been an investment banker in charge of a hedge fund or whatever, and that's what they expect of him, you know. And Charlie just wanted better opportunities, and like he said, I have the opportunities already. I've been afforded these opportunities all my life. Okay, now it's time for him to do better and give back or whatever, and to help others who don't have those opportunities that he already had. I said, all right, Micah, bitch, the way I explained that, girl, I'm kind of impressed with my damn self. All right, you know. But anyway, in the process of doing this, we see the police coming through the door. We see it through the glass, and they was like, Charlie Bartolone, okay, you're under arrest for suspicion of arson and all this stuff. I said, hold up. Y'all just keep on playing my girl. You keep playing my girl, and I'm tired of it. Okay, so they go down to the police station. The whole family down there. And Ralph, baby, I understand. I understand. But you just got out of jail a few weeks ago. I mean, a few years ago, a couple of years ago, or whatever. Okay, we don't want you to go back. You know, they already trying to shut your re-entry program down. Don't cause a scene. This motherfucker's up in there talking about some, you know, where they gonna put her at. Where Charlie at? Okay, where Charlie at? And all this stuff, and he cussing this shit up in there. And then the police gonna say something, sir, language. He said, sir, racism. I said, oh, spicy. You know, it did something to me. I was like, I want to tell you to sit down, and I want to tell you to be quiet and stop making a scene, okay? But keep going, because yes, you know, he was mad. Mind you, what's his name? Micah. He on the phone, you know, trying to see what's going on. Then here comes Charlie. Basically they let her out on a conditional bail and on her own recognizance. Okay. And basically trying to say that she is a suspect and she the one that did the arson to her meal or whatever. So when she was trying to get her stuff, the way that cop when she was signing the papers and sent it back and he smirked and all that stuff, I said, y'all some you know, it just gave me the hibby jibbies. Like, I really wasn't here for that. You know, they really don't give a fuck sometimes, okay? But girl, that's like the press and all this stuff is outside. And they was like, Charlie, what you gonna do? Charlie looked at Vi. Charlie looked again. Charlie looked at Vi. You got a compact on you? You know I do, girl. Give it here. Cute. Okay, so let's rock this. Let me just tell y'all something. Miss Bordelon, is it true that they are arresting you and charging you as arson as the person that set fire to your Queen Sugar Mill? Listen, it's some bitches up in this goddamn county that's trying to come for my family. They've been coming for my motherfucking family this whole damn time. But bitch, we know what it is. We know the jig is up. They playing with my voters. Now all this voter suppression going on and everything. But let me tell you something. You tried it, and you failed, bitch. And you gonna continue to fail. Okay, she ain't say it like that. But girl, that's how I interpreted it. That's all that I heard coming out. She was classy with it. I was like, go off, Charlie. Okay? And so, you know, we trying to figure out how this is going to affect the polls and all this stuff. Girl, we get past that. All right. And Sam come over there to see Vi at Vi's Pies. I said, what is this? Basically, she like, girl, listen, Sam. Now, I told you that I needed that favor. What is going on? I did give you the favor, but this shit had to play out the way that it had to play out in order for this to work. So basically, Sam gave her a whole bunch of mess against Francis, okay? Now, at first, I didn't know what it was. He just gave her a whole pile. It was like a thick-ass pile of mess, okay? I said, what is all these papers? Girl, next thing you know, they get into this conversation, right? They get into this conversation, and he said, how's Betty? I said, who the hell is Betty? Girl, Betty is Sam's boo thing from back in the day. Okay, he was a young buck. Remember when Francis was talking to Charlie and was like, I don't understand what these bourgeois and landrymen see, or you know, they got their little taste for the little black thing or whatever. You know, I never get it, but that's what they do. It is what it is. So obviously Sam did for some chick named Betty. Now, they didn't say whether, you know, Betty was a friend of Vi, because she said she lost touch with her, but she do know that the daughter, you know, went to school, graduated high school, graduated from top prestigious Wharton and all that stuff, whatever, from college. She was like, that was like 10, 15 years ago, okay? And I said, uh-oh, that is his daughter. And then it was like, you know, you should have just checked in. No, I couldn't check in and all that stuff because, you know, with Francis snooping around, that would have been her trying to take, you know, especially back then, she really, and I'm trying to get my footing in the world, in the business world and everything, would have took my money. You know, my daddy... Ain't that about a bitch? I'm sorry. Listen, y'all. It's some stuff going on at work. I feel distraught about it. If you follow me on if you follow I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about it later. I'm distraught. Y'all know when you have... Okay. But anyway, favorite co-worker is leaving to a new position on Monday. Tomorrow her last day. Like, what I'm gonna do? Who I'm gonna kiki with? I can't kiki with the rest of them like that. God damn. But anyway, moving on from that. You know, Sam, you know, he was looking out for his own hide, and because his daddy was racist too, his daddy would have found out, you know, he would have put him 6 feet under. That's what he was saying. And then, you know, Vi stepped in to cover his ass and all that stuff. So that's their connection. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We got that going on. And I was like, you know, at first I was about to say, I know Sam and Vi don't got a secret love child somewhere else, but he got a secret love child, but it just ain't, you know, with Vi, okay? And come to find out, you know, Sam made it seem as if, you know, he never spoke to her. And as long as it took, he just was like, you know, all this time went past. I just felt like it's better to leave them be, okay? Vi was like, that ain't right. Vi went over there, gave over them papers and all that stuff, told Charlie what it was. Girl, they looking at the papers, it wasn't nothing but a bunch of financial stuff, okay? Showing some off-the-book stuff, okay? Showing payouts, showing that Hank Miller works with Francis. Francis was the one that was behind the arson. Francis was behind the, you know, Vi's pies getting thrown and all that stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me turn this off. Doing all of that. And so, you know, she was basically bribing everybody, okay? And they got that shit all the way down. All the way down. And it was like trying to use that stuff against her. I said, oh shit, Francis finna go down, bitch. Okay? You know, the insurance company, all this shit. And I was just like, girl, you try not to leave a money trail, paper trail, and there you go. I said she finna have her own undoing by her own brother. I said, look at this. Look at this. Then we get this scene with what's her name? Vi and Hollywood. They up in there, you know, being romantico, cooking and stuff like that. She want him to open up a little ring stop or something, like a little restaurant or whatever, you know, because he can cook. She licking the stuff off his fingers. I said, oh, y'all nasty. But I like it because that's black love. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm glad to see Hollywood and Vi back together on good footing, okay? And then Darla comes over to Ralph's place with Blue. You know, she want to cook him dinner and was like, you know, get the bags out the truck. And then they finna go on here and give Blue the little present from Grandpa, right? From Papa, okay? And so they sit down and they open up the present. He was like, it's not my birthday, is it? And was like, no, it's not your birthday. It's just something that, you know, your grandpa, he wanted to give to you, you know, but he ain't get a chance to, and he had it up on the shelf. Okay. Papa, I said, oh no. Don't cry. I said, please don't make this little boy cry because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to bawl my eyes out. Okay. I'm going to bawl my eyes out. Girl, they opened up that box. Okay. It was like, you know, Darla was like, oh my God, you're going to love this. Girl, I'm thinking it's going to be something phenomenal, girl. It's a beach ball. And then she was like, Papa knew all that you love the beach and all that. He knew that I like this. Oh yeah, I love it. I mean, he was happy. It really don't take much to make these kids happy. And the fact that the grandpa knew that this was something so simple that was gonna make him happy, that was beautiful. Okay, that was a beautiful moment. And then it turned a little bit downturn because he started thinking about Papa, started thinking about how he missed him, and I was like, oh, please don't cry, Blue. You know, Ralph had to sit next to him, whatever. And I was just like, whew. You know, they went on ahead and they played that one scene at the end when they was wrapping it up and we see Darla and Blue and Ralph playing in the water. And he was like, you know, this is Papa and it got his breath in it. I said, oh, that touched me. That touched me. But anyway, you know, Ralph and Darla get in the kitchen. They started talking. She was like, remember we had that conversation on the night of the storm, and we was talking about how we will always love each other. And we never finished that conversation. I think we need to finish it now. I want to cook for you. I want to be there for you, and I want to be back with you, boo. What is it? Okay, what is it? Okay. And he was like, you know what? I want the same thing because the lady that I see, She been through all this trauma, been through all this struggle, went through alcoholism, getting clean, and then being, forced to do stuff against her will and all that stuff. And she was like, I don't want you to think of me that way. Those are all negatives. Okay, I want you to see me for me. I see you and I love you. I see you as this beautiful person. I see you as this. I said, next thing you know, that he was like, come here, girl. I said, oh, kiss the girl. They went on ahead and kissed and they back together. Okay, that was that. And this whole shit with Nova and the cop, Mr. Calvin. Calvin had found him a place. Nova don't give a shit about anything else. She finna be staying over there with him. He finna be staying over there with her. Okay? He was like, it's close enough to you and it's close enough to the family. Let me just tell you something. I'm kind of disappointed that they have not had a confrontation with the ex-wife. I really want that to happen. I want that to happen. I'm messy like that, okay? I just want the drama. But it's time for the polls in the election or whatever. And so at this point, they getting Vice Pies place ready for the polling, where they're gonna have a little party just in case stuff pop off or whatever. They're gonna be watching the election, seeing the results and everything go down in real time or whatever. And so while they're all getting ready, you got Charlie there, you got Vibe there, you got Micah trying to get the DJ and all that stuff, the music together. And then here comes Nova with Calvin. And Val was looking like, and Nova was like, I said, this is your what? I thought she was about to say, this is my Caucasian, because she said, this is Calvin. She at first was about to say, this is my boyfriend, but then she switched that up and she said, this is Calvin. Okay, Val was like, I read so much about you. Well, I heard so much about you. I was like, y'all getting y'all words stripped up and everything. Y'all showing y'all colors. Y'all was trying to be shady with one another, but you said, no, let me pull it back. Okay? And then, Charlie came over there, said hello, whatever. He had to go over there to talk to Micah. Micah was showing resistance because Micah don't like the cops, okay? He an ex-cop. But then he broke his defenses down a little bit when he was talking about school and, bigging up Micah about how he gonna be somebody, he gonna accomplish. If you wanna be somebody, he was doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention, girl. Let me tell you something, okay? And then Ralph came through. Saw Nova and was looking like this bitch. I said, damn it, Ralph. All right, I understand. I couldn't get mad too long, okay? I couldn't get mad too long. Ralph was being petty. Ralph was being petty as hell this whole episode. But, as we later found out, they was looking at the polls, and then it was like 4 counties that haven't put it in, but it was too close to tell at this point who was going to win. And so, when it became time to figure out who it was, Charlie wound up being the winner. I was like, girl, let me tell you something. You would have thought Charlie was real and Charlie was my cousin. And I was sitting up in there with her. And I was just like, yes, bitch, yes. Charlie won. Girl, I said it is 20 minutes left in this episode. What else is going to happen? Okay, I was getting nervous. Because we got like what should have been what I felt I would have. They probably would have ended the episode with, like a victory. I said, it's 20 minutes left. What is about to happen? Girl, what happened was Charlie went up in there to the little old lady brunch, okay? Mind you, Sam was sitting in that place, that stuffy-ass, bougie-ass place, okay? Sitting at the table back there. Frances sitting over here at this table. She had her own table. She was like, I ordered you some iced tea. Congratulations on the win. My son, I just wanted him to do something. He's my son. He ain't never had the heart for politics like that. But it is what it is. Okay? Mama wasted no time bribing Charlie. Okay, now that you councilwoman, if it fits you better if you get you a little bit more perks, get you a little more stipend or whatever, so you can go ahead and fix Queen Sugar Mill. If you get on board with what's going on, you get to designate where this highway gets built at, which parish and all that or whatever. She was like, damn, bitch, I ain't even councilwoman 24 hours and you already started, okay? But let me tell you something. This whole shit with you fucking around with Clean Sugar and doing the arson and all this stuff, and then Hank Miller and this other dude, okay, bitch, you know you finna go down. Oh, you can't prove shit. I don't know that or whatever. Oh, guess I can because they spilled all the tea. They just got arrested, and bitch, you're about to get arrested too. Francis, Bourgeois, you are under arrest for arson and this and that and fraud and all this stuff and bribery, bitch. I said, get her ass. She said, you better not put those cuffs on me. I said, ooh, man, you Sam just sitting there eating his food, watching this shit go down. Bitch, that would have been me, okay? I ain't the one that did it. She did it, okay? You know, Sam was trying to get a sister out of there. I said, listen, Sam brought that lady down, and then Nova comes over there to Ralph, basically trying to apologize. You know, Ralph was being an ass to her, but, you know, she was like, I can't leave this land, and she proceeds to tell him that mama is buried on this land, all right, and, you know, let him read her journal, and was talking about the angel cream that she put on that Nova put on him and her particular flower that she liked. And it was like, if she's buried on this land and we don't know exactly where because there's no marker, you know, if we find where those flowers are buried at or blooming at, we can find where she's buried at because it's over 800 acres of land. I said, God damn, you know, I'll lose 10, 15, 20, a whole person, you know, trying to fuck around with that land. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she was like, and I figured out a way how to find it. She goes down there, talk to Prosper about the father and his depression. You know, when he was going through his depression, where did he go, and where did you say he used to be at or whatever? And it was like he was out there pacing at this one spot, and it's like he was always talking to himself. He was like he wasn't talking to himself. He was talking to Mama because she's buried on our land, okay? And he was like, what? And so they found it, and it was very beautiful at the end when finally found her the flowers, and they put a headstone right there for her, a marker, and they was all, you know, just reveling in her essence and taking it in and dressed in white. That was black folks in white, bitch, beautiful. Okay? Bitch, beautiful. I know, beautiful as shit, bitch, okay? Black folks in anything beautiful, but that was beautiful. Anyway, moving on from that. What else wound up happening? Let me fast forward right quick before I just don't want to skip nothing. Okay, the bitch, fuck it. This is it. This is it. Here I stand. Listen, girl, at the end of this episode, while Charlie was sitting at that table with Francis before she got arrested, she got a text message, okay, in the process that said, Parker Campbell would like to meet you. Okay. I said, oh no. Remember we heard about Parker Campbell and Old World Energy and all this stuff or whatever. And so at this point, you know, Charlie looked shook just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay? And she was like, how I'm gonna play this. So she go down there finally to go meet Parker. And they take her to the room or whatever. We see this white man sitting at the desk, look like he doing some stuff. And we see this other woman in the back, black of course. And she is secretary. It looked like she was a secretary or whatever, looking for some stuff or whatever. And then she was like, Parker Campbell talking to the man. We finally meet. And she turned around, old girl turned around like, yes, we do. Tom, you can get your ass up out of here. I'll talk to your ass later. Bitch, me, Charlie, everybody else on Twitter was like, what the fuck? She black? She doing all of this shit to black folks? Girl, what? Mind you, who playing it? Amira, girl, a.k.a. Tegan from How to Get Away with Murder, bitch. That's coming on in a couple of weeks, okay? A.k.a. Esteen from Underground. I said, bitch, you got your nerves. You got your nerves, bitch. You know, she followed me on Instagram. Anyway, yes. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, girl, what is this? She said, listen, bitch, I do the lobbying. I do what I gotta do for the company to get what we need. We're gonna be fracking up in this bitch, okay? And let me tell you something. You the underdog, but y'all little parish causing us some problem, you know. She was like, well, girl, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, You can do whatever it is that you want to, but I'm not finna move, okay? Francis, your little lapdog that you had working with you or whatever, she in jail. And she said, Miss Parker said, we'll see about that. I said, oh no, for real? You got pulled like that? She was like, yes, bitch, I got all the pull. And we still gonna build this highway. You gonna come aboard. And if you not, we still just gonna bulldoze right through St. Joe's. We don't care, okay? It is what it is. Me and my daddy, we gonna do what I gotta do, okay? He left this down to me, bitch. I said, who your daddy? She said, bitch, daddy, come on in here. Bitch, Sam was the goddamn daddy. I said, you know what, you lied, motherfucker. I knew that motherfucker was just... It was too easy. It was too simple. Like he was just too calm. They made him out to be like he wasn't causing no problem. Bitch set this whole shit up. He said, I knew you was the right person in charge to do this stuff. That's why we had to get Francis up out there, and we need to keep it the way it is, with woman leading the charge and all this stuff. I said, you dirty dog. So all this shit, jumping through hoops, trying to make it seem like he helping and all this stuff. Yeah, Francis did a dirt, but Francis did the dirt for him and probably didn't even know. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Now, Queen Sugar Season 5 about to be litty lit, okay? Girl's about to be a mess. But anyway, I said, look at Tegan. You playing a bad bitch for real, huh? Girl, on How to Get Away with Murder, I ain't know if you was good or bad until, later on down the road. And the same thing on here. You playing a bad bitch for real? Like a bad, bad bitch. Am I going to be rooting for you? Or am I going to be like, you gotta go, But girl, I was here for it. That was a twist, okay? A twist I ain't see coming. But y'all tell me how y'all felt about the season finale, and I will see you guys later. If I miss anything, put it down in the comments. Let's discuss. Peace.